So is it when so it was did you on both the I know with Troop album and Attitude you still had David Clark as your manager.
Yeah, we had David Cook. We had
With
him,
David Cook, yeah.
and during the during the deeper album, it's when it was getting a little dirty. It was getting dirty. The deeper album, and before that, and during it, it was just getting dirty. Even though we had David, but that was basically his last go around. Which when somebody's last go around, it's just not that much communication anymore. It's not that much trying your best anymore. I'm talking about with both ends, not just with one end, just both. And I think that was just a bad time to not be as one. It was just not a good time to not be as one as we used to be. It was just not a good time. So that's what happened, man.
Yeah, I think, I think when if I'm looking at the fact that you guys were in high school when you get signed and you didn't have people in the industry already, Jerry Revert had his dad who could always talk about, look, the industry, the business, the politics. You guys didn't have any of that. No one teaches you, okay, when you're gonna have number one singles and songs, um,
Right,
this is
right.
how to deal with fame and this is how to deal with money, how to pay your taxes. No one's teaching you. So I guess in hindsight, it's important to recognize that actually, if you're not from that environment, you're learning as you go along, and
Yep.
dealing with success and fame is not easy at all.
No, it's not. And I'm glad you said that because when you're not familiar with the ins and out of the business, if you're not familiar with it, you're gonna make some mistakes. You're gonna mess up. It's no way around it. There's no reason to complain about it. There's no reason to cry about it. It's going to happen if you don't know, and a lot of times you do know, and it still gets you. So I look at it like it's just a part of being in the industry. It's a part of it. It's nothing you can do, man, to change it. If you don't know, you're gonna get it. You're gonna
Yeah.
get it. And some people get it worse than some people.
I remember hearing an interview by the late DJ Clark Kent, who was
Yeah.
he was an A&R at Atlantic, and did he work on on the Attitude album?
He did a remix to
Spread My
Spread My
Wings.
Wings.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah, I hope I'm right, man. But
yeah,
he did
yeah.
the
He
remix
did.
of Spread
He
My
did a
Wings.
remix. Yeah, but he was an executive at Atlantic, and
Uh-huh.
in the interview he said that when he was assigning a group and he noticed that the terms weren't great and that they didn't
Yeah,
know the business. And he spoke to his boss, Sylvia Rohn, to say, hey, these terms aren't great. And she said to him, look, it's not our business to teach the artist the business. We're the
yeah,
label. They need to know what they
yeah.
want and stuff. And he said that's how that's industry standard. And I felt, wow, everyone comes in hungry and excited, but doesn't understand the nature of the business. And unfortunately, there weren't people who are teaching them, who are saying, okay, this is how you do things and stuff like that. Um, and so that is unfortunate as well because the label know that, look, you're signing away your stuff, but hey, that's on you. We make our money making great music, and how you make your money, it's up to you. And that's unfair.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's
yeah.
hard.
That's basically yes, yes, yes. But it comes with it. It comes with it. We can say 100 bad things. We can say 100 good things, and it just comes with it, man. That's just if you want to be an entertainer, you have to get ready to put your seatbelt on and hit a couple bumps. That's just how it is, straight out.
Yeah, but then also how does the relationship between the five of you by the time you get to Deep Album, because you've had all these success, how do you maintain the brotherhood? to make sure, because it's different when there's only two people or three, but when it's five
Well,
personalities, how do you maintain the brotherhood
I,
when by the third album?
I think because how we was raised and how my mom had helped put the group together and the things she would make us do stuff like she would go to the store and say, I want a step when I get back. You don't do steps that dang on quick. You don't do a step that quick. But she would put that in us and things like that made us stick together through all the bad times. Been some rough times, bro. I'm telling you, been some rough times. But by my mom making us be a brotherhood and be one and get it done, that kind of made us last through some junk. And it's once again the beginning. The beginning helped the end. That's how it went, man. If it wasn't for the beginning, I don't know about the end, bro. I don't know how it would have went. But because of my mom putting that in us, man, then that's what we always did from that day on. We always said we gotta do this. We gotta stick together. We gotta make this happen. We gotta do this. We gotta be sharp as a nail on this because of her. So that's where that came from.
Now, you mentioned that by the time you guys were doing the deeper album, what we noticed is that Steve is getting a lot more involved in the writing and producing. Um, did you yourself try and get more writing, or was that stuff that you felt wasn't just in your strength, so you sort of left it, or how did that?
Well, with me, I wasn't. That wasn't my lane. That's not why I was put in a group at that moment. That's not what I was there for. I don't care who go right. I don't care who do what. Mine was to get most of the majority of the steps done. That's what I did. I did most of the choreography, and I started the group, and that's what I was focused on. I was focused on them two things. I wasn't focused on writing, producing, nothing. Just wanted to make sure my group was successful, no matter who wrote the songs, no matter who produced them, no matter who managed us. I just wanted my group to be successful. So I stayed in my lane. I wouldn't get out of my lane until it was time to. But I right, and then a lot of people would say, "You can write a little bit, Rodney. You can sing a little bit." Yeah, okay, thanks. I'm not interested right now. I don't have to do everything quickly. I didn't have to.
Mm.
So I wasn't interested in that stuff. I just wanted my group to be number one first.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that kind of.
And somewhere in between us, or even loving us, on which I didn't miss you with.
What was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple of pieces.
Trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you, but just for me,
No. Okay.
They don't understand what those boys and women all
Play it.
I mean, I love all different genres.